multi-billion-dollar trade war between the White House and Beijing is escalating tonight. Good evening, I'm Lindsay Pena.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. A single tweet from President Trump about increasing tariffs on Chinese imports sent the Dow plunging more than 600 points. Our reporter John Horn is joining us now. This all played out in just a matter of hours.
And it began with the president taking to Twitter. This morning, he, quote, ordered American companies to seek alternatives to doing business with China, the world's second largest economy. It's unclear whether he has the authority to do that, but what is clear, the president can impose more tariffs, and he announced plans to do just that Friday afternoon. President Trump taking the ongoing trade war with China to a new level Friday. The president, quote, ordering U.S. companies to seek alternatives to doing business with China, saying the country continues to take advantage of Americans.
China is paying for the tariffs for the 100th time.
His tweet came after China announced it would impose tariffs on $75 billion of American goods.
The president has been trying to pressure China into some sort of deal regarding that. And as a result, this tariff war has broken out.
Then Friday afternoon, the president announced increased tariffs on Chinese imports, impacting $550 billion of goods and products. University of San Diego economist Alan Jin says consumers could feel the increase as the holidays approach. Americans buy clothes and toys that are made in China, where labor is cheaper. The New York Fed estimates the current level of tariffs are costing the typical American household more than $800 a year. Plus, the Chinese tariffs on U.S. imports could also hit the American job market.
But now tariffs being put on U.S. goods, which will raise the price in China, which would slow our exports then to China.
It's unclear whether the president can order companies to stop doing business with China. Congressman Scott Peters, a Democrat, told 10 News the idea is unrealistic.
And this notion that our companies are going to stop doing business with the second largest economy in the world is just preposterous. It's kind of nutty.
It also can't happen overnight. You just saw some video of Qualcomm there, based in San Diego. They have 14 offices in China where the company helped develop 3G and 4G technology. Alan Jin, the economist in our story, estimated it would take about 18 months for a company to completely move out of China. Qualcomm stock, by the way, fell nearly 5% today.
All right, so we have big business here in California. In fact, we have a larger GDP than most countries. How can this hurt us?
You said it best. We have the 5th largest economy in the world, and we do a lot of business with China. I have some numbers for you. In 2018, we imported $161 billion in goods from China. That's 37% of what we bring in. So T-shirts, toys, clothes, all those things. But also remember, we also export, and we're talking about movies, machinery, and everything in between. And so there's a lot there. Those numbers I got from Lynn Reeser at Point Loma. She says she's sounding the alarm if this were to escalate even more.
It's a worldwide economy now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you, John.
You bet.